Good evening. Happy Friday. I'm meteorologist Ben Beddoes, and we take a look out there right now. It is a cold Black Friday for us. It has been that way the entire day, of course, and we go into this evening, and things are pretty quiet. We look at the WKYT tower cam, and yeah, things are nice and calm, but it certainly is cold out there. We go through the rest of this evening. We're going to start out in the low 30s, but fall down into the mid 20s by the time we hit 11 o'clock, and then eventually tonight we're going to see lows into the upper teens to around 20 degrees. So it is going to be a very cold night. Let's look at the breakdown for tomorrow. 20 degrees to start the day. Then we're going to see temperatures rise into the low 30s by the time we hit noon. We'll start to see some snow flurries arrive as we get towards the afternoon. But as we go into the evening and as we go into the overnight, we see some light snow take over the area. Temperatures are going to be at or below freezing when this happens. So that means we're talking about some accumulating snow as we get into Saturday night and Sunday morning. Let's take a look out there right now on the First Alert Radar Network. We have temperatures into the low to mid 30s. Clear skies across much of the area. Across eastern Kentucky, there's still a little bit of cloud cover and even some snow showers flying around across parts of southern Ohio into far eastern Kentucky and parts of West Virginia. We look at our all blue forecast for tomorrow. Of course, the Governor's Cup kicking off at noon tomorrow. Thankfully, it will be at noon and not necessarily a night game because it's going to be cold. So at least we'll have some sun to try and work with. But temperatures are going to be into the low to mid 30s throughout the entire game. So bundle up if you're going to be heading into the game tomorrow. We'll have some snow flurries here and there, but any kind of accumulating snow, that is not really going to happen until after the game, really after sunset, before we see any kind of that activity. We do have First Alert Weather Day, of course, for tomorrow and Sunday. We're talking about the chance of light snow and cold temperatures. We are looking at some places potentially seeing accumulation of 1 to 2 inches of that snow. And then as we following that, get towards Sunday and especially into Monday and Tuesday, we are looking at some pretty chilly wind chills. Hour by hour forecast shows temperatures falling down into the 20s for tonight, right around 20 degrees. Some places will probably fall into the upper teens for tonight. Then we see the clouds increase as we go into tomorrow, and then we see some snow showers start to take over as we get towards the evening hours and into the overnight. A steady light snow takes over enough to put a light accumulation out across especially northern and central Kentucky and parts of eastern Kentucky as well. Then we get into the overnight. We start to see that snow lighten up, and by the morning we'll still have some lingering snow showers, but most of it will be gone. And we'll have another pretty cold day as we go into your Sunday. We're going to have temperatures climb up into the mid 30s. And then look what happens on Monday morning. We are going to be waking up in the upper teens, mid to upper teens, with wind chills, upper single digits to low teens. It is going to feel awfully cold as we get into Monday morning. Let's look at the new call for snowfall. This has changed a little bit since yesterday. We're talking about 1 to 2 inches of snow across northern and central Kentucky, parts of eastern Kentucky as well. This includes Frankfort, Lexington, Danville, Richmond, Moorhead, Hazard, Pikeville, other areas in eastern Kentucky. Now, if you're down towards like London, Rockcastle County, Lincoln County, Casey County, Clay County, into far southeastern Kentucky, like Bell County, Knox County, into Harlan County, more like a coating to an inch of snow. And then you're into parts like Russell Springs and Wayne County and Somerset, we're talking about just a couple of flakes. So really the farther south and west you go in Kentucky, that is where we see the lower snow totals. This will be enough to put a little light accumulation onto the roadways potentially as we get into Sunday morning. So that could mean some cancellations for church as we get to Sunday morning. When we look at our 7-day forecast overall, it's going to be a cold one. Of course, we've got those First Alert weather days as we go into this weekend. Mid 30s for highs for Saturday and Sunday. Upper 20s for your Monday. Low 30s on Tuesday as those temperatures will stay cold. A rain snow chance on Wednesday, but will at least be up into the low to mid 40s. We look beyond that, and yeah, more 30s and 40s out there. So if you're a snow lover, then, you know, this will be a little something. It's not necessarily going to be a major storm or anything, but it'll be a little something to potentially coat the ground a little bit. Hope you all have a great weekend.